Damn it. Right, so it's a bit of a long-winded task. I've got to balance all these things, and yeah, so I've just had to put a new segment in the array, and it's a very monotonous, boring task, because you see the problem is with after acetone treating these, they start to lose weight. So I've got to wait days for them to dry out, and weigh them, and then balance them, and then if they lose more weight, because the acetone case hardening process, as it evaporates, they lose weight again. So then you've got to tweak them, the weight again. So far, let's see, we're gonna have what's called an array of varying types, and I'll explain that, to give maximum effect on attenuating the flux lines, or the magnetic field, or the Gauss lines, whichever old term you want to use. So we've got some straight ones. Now, some of these are the left hand side of the rotor, and some of the right hand side of the rotor, so you can see the difference between that one. These little bits point to the left, these little bits point to the right. So basically, when these are fitted in the rotors, we have a mirror image, basically, so like that. And then the plan of action is to have them staggered, so that we have, on say one side of the rotor, I'll just put these across there a minute. Right, the plan of action is to have some of these as well. So the idea of that is to basically bend the flux lines from the magnets, which are on this side, is to bend the flux in an arc to the right, and then we'll just focus on one side of the rotor for now, because it's confusing when I start talking about the left side of the rotor and all that, you know what I mean. But the idea is to have a parallel segment section, then an arced C-shaped segment, and then another parallel. Oops, I dropped it on the floor. This is what happens, you see. Then is to have another straight section, right? I can't get them on my table, I've got no room. And then the next arc will be pointing the other way. So if you get the idea, it'll be parallel arc to the right, parallel arc to the left, and parallel, and so on. So anyway, I've only got another four of these to do. I've got to print them out, and then I've got to. It's very boring. I mean, it's extremely awkward, because when you print these slots, they're so close together that the actual print, we get a little bit of cross-contamination with the filament. As you can see, some of them slots are bunged up. So yeah, you can see that where the slot isn't clear, it's got some crap in it. So I've got to stick my knife through all these slots and clear the holes out, so I can get my the nanocrystalline material in the slot. I have a right now, mate. Look at this one. I had to pull this one out, because look what happened to, because it got bunged up and I couldn't get the damn thing out. I couldn't get another one in, rather. So I ended up having to pull this one out, and I couldn't get it out, and my knife blade has chewed this one to shreds. As you can see, I also had to use a hacksaw blade to try and get the damn thing out, because I couldn't get it out. It was jammed in there. This is in the end section. That's which one was it? I think it was this one. This one here was a bloody pain. It got the weight wasn't right, and I looked and I realised I'd only put one segment in there and one segment in there, and there's supposed to be 2 in each one, and I thought, shit, I missed that one. So yeah, I was trying to basically get another one in. I couldn't get it in because I'd acetoned it and it was filled up with plastic, and the existing one had got stuck to the plastic on both sides, and it was clogged up at the bottom. It was just like that one at this end. It was just chock-a-block with plastic, so I couldn't get another one in there. So then I had to use my knife to clear the whole slot out. Then I used a hacksaw blade to try and clear the slot out, and then I broke a hacksaw blade, which is there. Oh yeah, it's a freaking nightmare. And I broke my knife as well, so I ended up sticking my blade in this piece of plastic, which I cut a hacksaw slot out of there with a big hacksaw, and then I stuck this in and super glued it in because my blade snapped off my little mini knife, as you can see. So I've ordered some more blades. I'm waiting for them to come. They should be about a weekend, hopefully by Friday. So I've got to wait carrying on really, and it's been frustrating. Yeah, so what I've got to do is I need another 4 of these. As you can see, some of them are mirrored, but they're going to be mirrored anyway. I'm going to flip some of them the other way around. So I've got another 4 of these to do. I've got a full set of these ones. There's 2 there, 2, 4, and then 2 over there, 6, as you can see. I need another 4 anyway, so I'm still going to be at this job for, well, probably till the weekend. It's just, yeah, I've just been weighing them and trying to get the balance as close as possible. I've got to wait a few days, then weigh them again and make sure, because I've just had to acetone some of them again, because otherwise the nanocrystalline would vibrate and it start making noise, and it might come out, it might slip out and fly across the room. So I've got to acetone them so that the nanocrystalline won't fall out, and medical segments pop out, you see, these little bits. I can pop them out like that, so I can flip them around if I want to do, flip them so they're facing the other way. Oh, that one's coming out, look, you see, these 2 are popping out, look, see. I'll push them in with my fingernail. I need to glue them in so they don't fall out. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and I've got to do them individually, because otherwise I'll glue this segment into this array into this segment, and then I won't get the damn array out. So I've got to make sure that the nanocrystalline material is secured, but I can still pop these things out. So yeah, there's a lot of work going on. So I thought I'd give you an update on what I'm doing at the moment. I'll just stick this out of the way down there for now, because everything gets falling on the floor. I've just printed 2 more as I showed you, and these are the latest ones I've just done. So I've got to let them dry up for a while. Oh yeah, I went and updated my model anyway, so that I wouldn't have such a big problem with the slots being so tight. I made the slots a little bit bigger on on these middle sections, so that I wouldn't have such a headache doing them. Yeah, so the other good news is my auto reverse Walkman is still working great. It's working great. The radio still works. I quite like those. Right, so that works, and the tape player still works. I was playing it earlier. I played a whole hour, so that's good. A robot vacuum. He went and vacuumed my floor today, and no problem. His gearbox is all sorted. No problems with the gearbox, so that's fixed for definite. That's all really. I just wanted to update you and let you know. I need to put my watchmaker glasses away, because yeah, I get sick of swapping my eyeglasses over for those things, but sometimes you've got to put them on to see how many of the nanocrystalline things there are in here, because it's hard to see sometimes. You can't always tell if there's 2 in there or 1 in there, because when you file them they tend to flare out a bit. But when I put the watchmaker glasses on, it's a lot easier to see how many I've got in there. So you can sort of see, like here, you can see there's a gap in between them. You can see there's 2 in each slot. But earlier, oh, I think there's only one in that one on the end. I'll have to check it later. Yeah, I think that needs another one in as well. More to add. Yeah. I think those have only got 1 in each one. But the middle ones have got a full set. I can tell, oh, that one has got 2 in. Yeah, it's focusing now. Has that one got 2 in on the end? Yeah. So these have all got 2 in. Good. And then I've got to weigh them. I can usually tell by the weight. If the weight's a bit light, I think, I think I've missed one out. It's easy to do because you see, I've got to prepare this material. I've got to, what I've got to do is I've got to use my jig, which is this thing, to cut the nanocrystalline in. Then I've got to trim off the right lengths and everything. And then while I'm doing that, I usually forget where I am on this thing. If I've done all of the slots, and it's easy to just forget because you got to trim this stuff down. And then I've got to make it so it's the right size so it will fit in there, right? You know, it's just a lot of work. So hopefully we'll be able to do another test on Sunday. Hopefully we can do another test. I haven't wound any more coils. I figured why bother at the moment. Let's just get the rotors gain boosted up a bit, the actuation boosted, and then, because then I'll know better about the coils, about how many extra turns I need or whatever, or what gauge wire. I am going to order some more wire. I'm probably going to go with 31 SWG or 32 SWG. I haven't decided yet. I'm still thinking about that. I'll probably know better once I get these new segments installed. I think that's it for now. So, see you later.